A couple of nights ago, our electricity went out for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to 45 minutes. It wasn't out that long, but it was out long enough to mess up our refrigerator. And last night there was a weird smell coming out of the freezer, and I took everything out and everything out of the refrigerator. I realized it was basically the ice machine was jammed up. Some of the ice melted while the power was out, and then the machine couldn't get past it. So we had to take everything out of the refrigerator and get it defrosted. So we left it overnight. So tonight I came home from work. I don't know. I came home late anyway, and then as soon as I got in the driveway, I was sitting in the car, and the loudest thunder I've ever heard came across the sky, and there was no clouds or anything, so I don't know what it was, but it certainly set off our dog Pineapple. So then I had to take him for a little ride, which seems like the only thing that calms him down when he gets anxious about crazy noises. Anyway, the point of all this is, when you have a full-time job and you're also trying to run a resale business, like so much stuff, there's so many things in the day that happen that I just want to be able to work on my eBay business, but there's no time. So last night I got off work yesterday at 5:30. I went to the grocery store to get stuff for dinner. I came home, took Pineapple for a walk, came in and started working on dinner, and sat down for maybe 10 minutes before my wife got home. And then we ate dinner. Maybe that was another 10 or 15 minutes. And then I finally have some time to work on my shipping, packing, and hopefully doing some listing. And it's already 10 o'clock or 10:30. So I'm trying to figure out how people do this. I don't want to be always on, always working. But tonight is the same sort of a thing. Like I said, I got home, put the dog in the car, drove around. Well, first I took him for a walk, then we drove around maybe 20 minutes, then back here, then I'm working on the refrigerator. It's almost 9 now, and I'm just getting down here to pack up orders. I have 5 orders tonight, so that's going to take a little while. I'm happy to have these sales, but boy, man, I am having a hard time finding the time to do the things I need to do. So let's stop wasting time now and just get these orders packed and get it done as quickly as we can, because I need to get back to fixing that refrigerator. So hang on for 1 second. I'm going to go pick these orders from my inventory, and then we'll get them packed and ready to go. Okay. All right. I pulled all of the orders that are going out today, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm going to see if we can't get this video done this packing done in, let's try for under 20 minutes. But first things first, we had 5 orders yesterday, so I'm going to add that to this tally board here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still seems like Tuesday is one of the best days of the week for the number of sales. Who knows? I mean, we'll keep doing that and see where we end up after a few months. I think Tuesday is going to take it. Either Tuesday's going to take it, or everything is going to be even across the board after several months. Okay, I'm opening up the eBay app right now. Let's find paid orders. So we had 5 orders yesterday, 5 again today. We're just going to go right in order and get this done as quickly as possible. This is a little Dakin Pekingese dog. I think this could be from the 60s or even earlier. I'm really not sure. I had a hard time finding a similar one. It turned out to not be worth that much. I think I had it listed for $19.99, and I took an offer. I sent an offer, and I sold it for $16.14. I only paid $1 for it at a church sale in the middle of May. So what's today? 25th. So it just took about a month to sell. I'm going to put him in this plastic bag to protect him a little bit while it's being shipped. And this box is probably about exactly the right size. I'm going to knock these down a little bit. This is a used box, but it does have these perforations in here, or score lines, where you can make it a little shorter easily. And then that's gonna go in there. Let's get some paper in there to keep it from banging around. So in the end, we'll probably make like $11 or $12 on this little dog. I had a hard time figuring out even what kind of dog it was supposed to be. I'm not an expert on dog breeds, and I just knew it was one with long hair, and I kept looking, what kind of dog has long hair, until I finally hit on Pekingese. I might be getting a little cold. Yesterday I sneezed several times, and I almost never sneeze unless I'm getting sick, so I have a feeling I have a cold coming on, or something coming on. 9x9x7. This is going to Pennsylvania to DE. Okay, done. Next. All right, this will be an easy one. These are some Avaya, I'm not sure this brand, digital telephone cables. There's a whole lot of them. I'm not sure how many are in here. It says 15 in my listing. This came from, I've talked a lot about this church that shut down a few years ago, and then the village bought it and is supposedly going to turn the space into a village hall and police department or something like that. I thought this was going to fit in here perfectly, and it's very, very close, but it just doesn't quite. I mean, this kind of fit in there. Yeah, this doesn't go all the way to the bottom. There we go. So yeah, I got this. I bought a bunch of stuff at an estate sale at a church when they were getting ready to. They're getting ready to tear the church down. So I got a lot of stuff there at the convent and the rectory. The big sale, the big item out of there was some light fixtures that I just unscrewed right off the wall. But I got a lot of other stuff there too, including this box of phone cords that was just in a closet. I don't know what kind of IT system or whatever they have at a church, but no, this must have been part of it somehow. I got some, I don't remember if I sold them or not. I got some intercoms. Like, I took those right off the wall too. I think I did sell those, but I can't remember for sure. I knew they were going to be kind of valuable, so I hope I did sell them. I'll have to look in my eBay active listings and see if I still have those. Anyway, these are already in a box, so I probably could have just stuck a label on there, but I did show the box in the listing, so I want the box to be as good as it is in the listing when it arrives. But I don't think anybody's buying this for the box, so 3.9 pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and just barely wrap it in this. I mean, it just barely fits in this box. There's no padding or anything around it, but I think it's gonna be just perfectly fine. HWJ. HJ. This buyer has the name of a famous hotel chain. Okay. Next up is a book. This, what did I say? Let's go back to those phone cords. I bought those for only $1.43. And I sold it for $31.99 plus shipping. So yeah, next up is this book. I got it for free. Conform by Ariel Sullivan. I don't know anything about it at all, but I sold it for $29.99 plus shipping, and I got it totally free. And it's gonna go in this big box. So let's get a little more padding in there. It probably would have been okay to put this in an envelope with some cardboard wrapped around it, but it was $30. That's not nothing. Might as well treat it with a little bit more respect. But after all, it is just a book somebody's going to read. Okay, we're almost 3/5 of the way done. This video might be only 10 minutes long tonight. We'll see. Well, I do have to buy shipping labels and then talk about actual profits. So that part will take 5 or 10 minutes on its own. So stick around to the end. We'll go over exactly how much money we made on each of these items. 1 pound, 10 ounce, call it 2 pounds, 13. 11 by 3, and it's going to DF in New Hampshire. Okay, next. This is, I've been selling these quite a lot. I started with 15 of them. I'm down now to 3. After this one goes out, I only have 3 left. And I've been packing them in these 8 by 8 by 8 boxes and stacking 2 together to make like a little sleeve that fits over them, but I only have 1 of those boxes left, and I just happened to find this box, which seems to be exactly the right size for this thing. I don't think it's almost, I'm not going to use that bubble wrap. This thing is indestructible. I'm just going to put a little paper around it to keep it from banging around. Put a little bit more. I couldn't believe it when I got home tonight and there was this roll of thunder. It probably lasted 4 minutes, and I hadn't even gotten out of the car yet, and I knew already that Pineapple was going to be freaking out. So I could hear him before I got in the house. I could hear him whining and screaming. He gets so scared of those noises. So we went for the fastest walk we could, and then I put him in the car and we drove around for a while. That seems to be kind of foolproof to calm him down right now. It's not ideal because he's going to be learning. If he wants to take a ride in the car, all he has to do is act like he's scared. But if I can calm him down in 10 or 20 minutes instead of 2 or 3 hours like it usually takes, then I'm going to just keep doing it. In fact, last night, I mean, I think almost every night this week I've had to take him for a ride. Marl. But last night we got in the car. I didn't even start the car yet, and he already was starting to calm down. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I can just go sit in the car with him for a little while, and he might relax a little. Okay, this thing, like I said, I had 14 of these. It took like a really long time for any of them to sell, but once one sold, I was selling like one a day for at least one a day for a week, and then it slowed down. This one was an offer. Somebody sent a $15 offer, which is a little less than I would like to get on it, but yeah, I only have 3 of these left now, so I want to get them out of here. I paid just over $3 for these, so 3 into 15 isn't the best return on investment, but I will make money on this. So okay, there's number 4, and then number 5. This is the best sale I've had in a little while. These are some Red Wing boots. They're called Pecos. I got these from an online auction. Actually, like, this was a day when this auction house is pretty far away from me. It's about an hour and 15 minutes or more. And I bid on a ton of stuff in this auction thinking that it would be worth it to drive there because I was going to be picking up a bunch of these wins. And in the end, all I won was these boots. While I was on the way there, maybe I shouldn't waste the time telling this story because I've told it before, but on the way there, they called me and asked, do you want this other item that you bid on, but you didn't reach the reserve price? And it was a portable backpack vacuum cleaner, like for a commercial cleaning company or something. They asked me if I wanted it for the reserve price, which was $300. So after I paid for taxes and fees and everything, I paid about $400 for this vacuum. But I sold it pretty quickly. I think I sold it for $1,200, so that was a good turnaround. But it was a crazy day where I had to drive an hour and a half to get these boots, then turn around and drive another hour in the other direction to get the vacuum, and then turn around to drive an hour to get home. So it was a long day, and I hope it was worth it. I mean, I made $1,000 that day almost, and now I just sold these. I paid $32 for these, and I sold them for $174.99 plus shipping. So I don't know where we're gonna end up on this. Probably just over $100 profit. I'm not sure. We'll find out at the end, like I said. Okay, I just used that tool to resize this box a little bit because it's just about exactly the right size this way, but way too tall. So I'm gonna try to wrap these in paper entirely. I don't want them banging around against the box, and I don't want them banging around against each other either. So I might have to do a couple of layers, and I might have to actually tape it a little bit to hold it on. This particular auction had a bunch of leather goods. Like there was a couple of different pairs of boots, leather coats. They even had like teddy bears that were made out of leather, a little bit creepy. And I bid on several pairs of boots and several coats, and then all I ended up with were these boots, which they're good boots, you know, good Red Wings. I think they're size 11 and a half. Let's see, when was that? Just in March. So it's not like it's been years, but a couple of months to sell these. I don't think this is gonna fit in here. No. Should I wrap them in paper and bubble too? I mean, they can't break. Okay. I'm gonna shake this around a little bit to see how it feels. That feels perfect. It's not shifting at all. So yeah, $175 plus shipping. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm gonna guess, yeah, right around $100 profit, but we'll find out in just a few minutes. This box has tape on the bottom, but it's been through the mail at least once already, so I'm gonna tape it up again, protect it, make sure that it doesn't pop open in shipping. All right, boots. They're gonna be kind of heavy, 6 pounds, and 19 by 14. It's pretty skinny though. 19, 14, 5. Whoops. And who's the buyer? ME. Okay, I'm gonna enter all of these weights and dimensions into the eBay bulk label purchasing page, and then we'll be right back to see about how much money we made. Okay, we're back, and we have all these boxes finished with labels. Let's quickly go over the numbers. Okay, Red Wing boots. This is the star of the show today. After eBay fees, after the shipping label, after everything, after cost of goods, we earned $122.90. So I was thinking it would be $100, so that's better than I expected. Okay, that Marlboro Coleman cooler, only $8.63. So I probably should have taken that $15 offer, but it's gone, and that's that. Okay, then the little book, Conform, the paperback, $24.48 profit. The lot of phone cables, $25.24. And then finally that little Pekingese vintage stuffed dog, $12.12. So that gives us with a profit, that leaves us with a profit today of $193.37. So I thought we were going to be able to stay over 200 today, but unless we get another sale tonight, which is always possible, we're going to be just shy of that mark. Let's see. Yesterday, our average profit per day for the month of June was $109.30. Now with this day's worth of sales, our average profit for the day is, for the month, is $112.66. I'm shooting right now for this number to get to be like 140 or 150. So we need to have a few big sales days here before the end of the month. Average profit per sale is $27.08. So this is one of the best days we've had in a little while now. Things have been relatively slow this last couple of months, but June definitely better than May. So hopefully this trend will continue and July will be better than June. It's only a few days away now. It's the 25th. Right now I'm going to go upstairs and finish cleaning that freezer, see if there's anything else that needs to be done. Luckily we have this refrigerator down here, so all of our groceries we're able to move down here, but until that thing has run for a little while and gets to temperature, I'm not going to move any of this food back up there. So that's it for tonight. It's already 10 after 9. So going to call it a little bit early tonight and see about what's going to happen tomorrow night. So come back tomorrow. We're definitely going to have another packing video. And if you want to keep up with my journey, I'm trying to earn $50,000 on eBay this year. If you want to see if we make it or not, subscribe so you can see one video a day up until the end of the year and see if we get to $50,000. Okay, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.